Alright guys, we are back today with my all-new 2022 Ford Maverick XLT. If you've been on the channel for a minute, you will know that we've had at least two of these by now, and we might have more in the future, but that's besides all that. This is the truck I ordered last summer. It's finally here. It's almost been a year. It's been 10 months, almost to the day. The truck came in the other day. I was expecting it to come in later next month, but somehow it came a few weeks earlier. Got a text the other day saying it came in, went to go look at it, made that quick initial video, thought about it for about a day or two, whether or not I was actually going to take it. And after looking at it, I spec'd this thing out to what I wanted it to be, and what I think is the right looking Maverick. Now everybody has their own opinions on things, but I really think this Maverick finished in the Alto Blue just looks so good. Now this is an upgraded color, but again, I think it is well worth it if you can take care of a dark color like this. And obviously, before we get started, I'm going to apologize for the wind noise. It's super nice out, but it's a little windy today. So with all that being said, guys, this is the new Maverick. There's going to be a lot of talking on this video, a lot of justifying things that I put on this truck. And so if you guys are going to be buying a Maverick or ordering a Maverick, maybe stay tuned to watch it. Maybe I can explain to you a little bit better, being that I've owned a hybrid and kind of one like this. I kind of know what I would want in a truck like this. I do not plan to keep this thing long term, but back when I ordered it, I did plan to keep it long term, but my plans have totally changed since then. Unfortunately, as this truck right here just looks super good. I mean, I really like the way this one turned out. That being said, I picked the truck up literally an hour ago, so I really haven't even had a chance to appreciate it and really look it over. But the day was so nice, I figured let's get started here. So guys, as you can see, it's a Maverick, just like everything else we've had here. And so with all of that stuff, guys, over the last year or so, I've been able to kind of see what guys have done to their trucks and added to their trucks, and I've got to experience things like pretty much top of the line XLT I had. The first one I had was an FX4. It had all this stuff, towing. It had every option for an XLT. There were a few options I didn't like on it, a few options I didn't want on it, and I thought was kind of a waste of time, waste of money. And as far as some of the technology features went as well, really as far as options for technology went for these things, the only real thing you could really get would have been the blind spot monitoring with the blind spot indication lights. I found on my first Maverick and my second Maverick had it. It didn't seem to work all that great. I didn't really care for it. I did not like to rely on a light to tell me who was in my blind spot. I liked the actual physical blind spot mirrors. They work just as good. It's one less thing to break, and honestly, I really prefer that over the lights. So this one does not have the Bliss package. As you can see, we do have the blind spot mirrors right there. They do fold in as well. Being a luxury package, I think this is going to be a feature. A lot of people are going to be adding the co-pilot or the blind spot monitoring system. So this is going to be, I won't say a rare thing, but I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of Mavericks with this, especially with these painted mirror caps on your Lux package. But to each their own. Coming over down to the wheels now, looking at it, you'll notice these are the upgraded off-road wheels with the upgraded Falcon tires. This was a $795 option. That was another thing I really thought set this truck apart, were these, in particular, these wheels. I thought they looked really good. So you will see a lot of FX4 trucks with these wheels as well. Another thing that I did not want was the FX4. But before we get to that, take a look at these wheels here. Now with that $795 option, you get kind of an upgraded tire. So they are Falcon Wild Peak AT3s, of course, with your really nice looking wheels. Some people don't like these, but I do think they look good on the Maverick. And I will say the Continentals that come on the basic Maverick with your basic standard wheels, they're going to wear out super fast. These tires have insanely great reviews on them. I can see these being 50, 60,000 mile tires easy. So if you're ordering the truck, maybe just bite it out right now and spend the money early and be happy you did. To have some unique wheels and, of course, a lot better of a tire. They are off-road rated tires. So they're really nice. I'm just going to leave these stock. You all know I upgraded the Maverick wheels and tires last time, but this one, I had my fun with the other two. I kind of know what I want, and I want to keep gas mileage right now. So with this, I think we can easily get in the 30s. And so yeah, so it's kind of unique, this Maverick right here, because you're getting the off-road wheels without the FX4 package. You're not going to see a lot of those out there like that. They will be out there, but I have yet to see one just like this. And so I think that's also pretty unique as well. And if you notice in the back here, going to the rear, we actually added the tow package. So we have the 4K tow package, which gives you a trans cooler, a heavy-duty radiator. I believe that's it. Of course, you get the trailer controller up front as well with the trailer hitch. Those are the main things you want, especially when you are towing. You want your cooling system to be in top-notch shape. You don't want to be overheating. So that was an option for about $700. I thought was really well worth it. And now when you go ahead and upgrade to the FX4 package, again, I keep pointing to there because FX4 is right there, but the FX4 package also gives you heavy-duty radiator or a heavy-duty cooling system, just like the tow package does. But the FX4 does not give you a transmission cooler. And so with the tow package, you actually get all those components that the FX4 gives you. But with the FX4, you're also getting a heavy-duty back plate, which, as we all know, if you've watched my videos closely, those are not fun to handle. I'm not going to get into it, but I'd rather have the felt pad under this. You get a nice LCD display with the FX4. All in all, it's about $800 or so extra. What is it worth to you? You got to figure out if you want that or not. I figured it wasn't worth it for me, being that I've lived with it before. I just wasn't impressed for the money. Again, I think that for best bang for buck as far as upgraded equipment goes, this is it right here. And I didn't really care for the FX4 on the back. It just looked funny on a little truck like this, something that is otherwise a Ford Escape or a Bronco Sport. But all in all, it's a really cool looking truck. I think it's going to be a great truck either way. Coming up close here, as you can see that Alto Blue metallic right there. Super impressed with the color on this thing. It shines up really good. Obviously, we're going to keep it out of the car washes just because this stuff is going to scratch super easy. This is going to be a high maintenance paint, but I look at it, it's well worth it. Lux package. We all know Lux package gives us the spray and bed liner with the slider rails. Super cool. I do have a bed rug I'm going to put in here. I will make a demonstration on the bed rug. Just because I have it. I had it laying around for the last truck I had that did not have a spray and liner. It was for that, but it actually came in by the time I sold the last truck. So it will go in this. See, the tailgate drops just like that. You can add the struts and all that. I have a how-to video on the channel on how to install the strut. If I end up keeping the truck, we're gonna do all that stuff to this. So as far as the truck being built, it was built in the month of May. It sat pretty much for about a month and a half, I think, waiting on transport. So all things considering, transport from factory to the dealer wasn't all that bad, just waiting on the initial truck. And for Ford to kind of dig out all their Maverick orders they've had. I mean, I still don't see hardly any of these on the road. So I'm pretty lucky to have this one, even though it's been a year. So there's that, guys. There's the basic explanation for why I bought the packages that I did and why I chose them. Now, without the FX4, you're not going to get the cool tow hooks up front. I don't care about those. I don't ever see myself using... I've never had to use tow hooks on a car. But if you want tow hooks, get the FX4. Wind noise is picking up here. And of course, with your XLT, you do get your dark carbonized gray grille with your LED headlights. So let's go over here and check out the inside. I guess it's just your traditional key. It does have auto start right there. So it does start up pretty nice. All right, so let's walk up to the truck and go check out the interior now. Pretty much basic Maverick stuff, but walking up to it, I can really appreciate that they use a hard physical button keypad for your keyless entry. Just a lot less to go wrong, super easy to use, and here's your buttons, here they are. I also like how Ford did not use gloss black pillars right here. This is nice and just matte. This will not scratch. It looks good, it contrasts well with the handles. I want to say the Lariat gives you gloss ones. Don't quote me on it though. Let's go open the door here, which needs to be unlocked first. I have to say, the porters that cleaned this thing at the dealer did a terrible job on prepping this thing. This thing's got all types of dirt on it, but we'll handle that. So coming out to the interior, let's check it out. Typical Maverick here, guys. Very nice looking. It looks good. It doesn't feel the best, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the plastic they use are pretty hard and cheap, but you know, it's built to a point. This thing was, we'll see the sticker in a minute here, but for the price, it's really hard to complain. Fully powered driver's seat. That is I believe it's a 6-way power driver's seat. I did opt for the all-weather floor mats down there as well. You have the trailer brake controller for the tow package, automatic headlights, bed lights, and gauge dimmers. Right here, this will let the steering wheel telescope, just like that, goes up and down. It works as it should. Let's jump on over and check it out. Here's your seat. I forgot how comfortable these seats really were. I've heard complaints on the seating comfort, but I always liked the Maverick seats. I'm just missing that thigh adjustment, but it's not bad. The cushion is actually decently long for long legs, so you have support right there. Let's go ahead and turn the key. So, checking it out, guys. Keys in. You get a leather wrapped wheel, and I noticed on the last Maverick I had, it had a leather wheel. The graining was totally different, and it was totally cheaper. So I don't know what Ford did or why they did it, but the leather graining on the wheel is much nicer. It's kind of a silly topic to cover, but you notice it when you drive this thing. This feels like almost Lincoln type leather. So that's a little change they made. I don't know when they changed it, but it seems to be like they changed the materials for that. And coming down to the cluster, it's just your basic cluster. It does not have, obviously, the FX4 cluster, but this works good. And I've seen on the forums that you can actually buy the FX4 cluster and swap it over. So if you do want that bigger LCD info screen, it seems like it's pretty easy to do so. Your turn signals up here, your wiper controls, all that stuff. So let's check it out. I do just have a vanity mirror, no light or anything. You have some LED lights up here. You can turn them on. Can you? Yeah, you can turn them on just like that. Then it's just your manual dimming mirror up here. This does have your active brake assist, so it does still have that as far as safety features go. I don't know if that has to be standard per government requirements, but I thought when I ordered these mirrors without the blind spot, I thought it would get rid of this. It didn't. So unfortunately, I'll just have to turn that off down there. And then coming over here, guys, typical small screen. It works though. It works great. No complaints. This is not a luxury car. It's a little truck. It's a cheap truck. So it's done. It's done properly. I love the contrasting in here. It looks super good. I could do without the orange, but again, it looks good. Single zone climate, heated seats, heated steering wheel, of course, heated mirrors right there. That's all XLT Lux package stuff. Then down here we have some drive modes. Auto start, auto hold, drive modes, traction control. And one more reason, now it's a little minor thing, but without the FX4 package, like we do not have here, you get sport mode. The FX4 does not give you sport mode, which it just kind of remaps the throttle a little bit. They all really drive the same, but that's a talking point. You do get sport mode without your FX4, so that's something in there. Some more storage down here, and one thing I learned on my last Maverick, right before I got rid of it, there is a light down here that turns on. So if you go in the settings over here, you can go into ambient lighting, and you can turn the light on, which this was off. They must be off default from the factory. So now if we go under here, if the camera will reach, you'll see a light when the lights are on. So as you can see right there, a nice little ambient light. If you guys haven't turned it on, go ahead and turn it on. It adds a nice little lighting down here when it's dark out. So let's check out the passenger seat. This is all basic stuff, guys, you've seen before, but I'll show you again. So there's all that, center console, and the moonroof. So super nice. These moonroofs on the Mavericks are super big, and they really don't cut into the headroom a whole lot. So as far as all that goes, not bad, not bad. So coming over here down to the window sticker, as we all know, I ordered this truck last year. It's a special order. Your special orders are green. This total sticker on this came to $32,720. That was basically what I paid out the door for the thing. So it's a nicely equipped little vehicle for the price, considering everything's so damn expensive today. But let's go ahead and look at the options in full here, as I just kind of went over everything, but we'll go over it again. The Alto Blue, the upgraded tires. Where are those upgraded tires at? Right down there, the wheel. I see kind of got those and those kind of go together. But we also have the 4K tow package. Lux package, floor liners, and the power moonroof. Those are our options. So it has a few options on it for an XLT. I have yet to see a lot of Lux packages, and you can tell a Lux package really apart from the painted mirrors. If it's not a Lux package, they're just mold and color black. But a lot of the ones I've seen are just kind of basic XLTs. Still nicely equipped vehicles. So again, that gives you a total sticker of that. One option I really missed on the truck was when I ordered it, even my order sheet has the manual sliding window for $150. For some reason, that got skipped on this truck. I don't know why or how. Ford's philosophy at this point is just be thankful you have a vehicle. So I guess I'm glad they got the color blue right in the sunroof. And if I'm gonna be honest, I never used that window in my last truck. It's just, I can't do it on the fly. It's just too far away. But for $155, I definitely think you should get that, just in case you want to haul some wood or pipes or really anything you can hang out the back there. It just adds that versatility. I mean, I will say, after having a few Mavericks in the within the last year, I had to use the bed a few times. It's a small bed, so you're very limited to carrying longer objects. I definitely think you could haul more with the Ford Escape, but some people might like this application better. They all do their jobs differently, but I will say I noticed quite limited when I had to fill this thing up. Even going to the grocery store for bigger loads, you're definitely packed. But you know, it's a 4-foot bed. Get an F-150 or a Ranger if you want to haul more. So there you go. There's the explanation there. Easy fuel in this one. Now, I also picked Alto Blue because the interior color it's controversial. Not everybody loves the blue. I can definitely see Ford changing this to something different down the road. I think Alto Blue flows best with this interior. I just think it does. So that's another reason we went with this color. Of course, it was an upgrade, but again, a very well worth upgrade. Let's check out the back seat. It's just your typical Maverick back seat. You have your armrest right there. Let's jump back here. Do we have some presents? Yeah, this must be for our power lighting in the rear, our 12-volt power supply. So there's that. You do have some charging ports down here. Again, that is a Lux package thing as well. You have a little Fitz holder. And also, I never got my Fitz kit, Ford. I just forgot about that. So, Ford, if you hear this, give me my Fitz kit. I want to sell it on eBay. From what I've seen, though, that kit is pretty useless. It gives you a garbage can and a cup holder. But under here, there's your under storage right there. The hybrid, you lost about, I don't know, 30% of this storage due to the battery. It's nice, though. This is a very nice thing to have, this under-seat storage. It's pretty useful. I will say, these plastics do get beat up pretty easily. But there that is, guys. Let's go under the hood, check it out, and we'll probably wrap the video up. As usual, guys, if you have any recommendations, you want to see any videos on this thing, let me know. I'll make it for you, as I have the truck. So under the hood there is the 2-liter EcoBoost. This one is paired to the all-wheel drive, and I just forgot to mention, part of these wheels right here, you cannot get these wheels with front-wheel drive. You have to get all-wheel drive on the truck. So it's all-wheel drive plus that option, because if you look at it, in Ford's eyes, you're not taking off-road, a front-wheel drive vehicle with off-road tires off-road. Anyways, that's why you have to do that So with all that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will have a few more videos of this truck. I just am super excited to finally have it. It's super cool to see in person. And yeah, guys, that's really the gist of it. So, as usual, guys, thank you for watching, and we will talk to you all later.